Thank you for tuning in. My name is William Jinks. I'm the owner and founder of Jinks Blade Works LLC. We're a veteran-owned custom knife making company. In this episode, we're going to be forging out my first ever hammer. I have this piece of 1045 medium carbon steel where we're going to just forge this out by hand. No power hammer, no hydraulic press, just muscle. But this will be the first part in a series where you guys are going to see me forge out a Japanese sword. Not a true Nihonto, but styled like one. It is really hot to hold right now. Now the plan is to just weld a little piece of rebar on, chuck it up in the forge, and I'm just going to forge it into a rough, rounded over square type shapes so that it will lay flat on my anvil. And then from there we'll start doing all the fun work. We just got done kind of roughing out the general shape of this Japanese Bladesmiths hammer. Basically, we took a 2-inch piece of round stock, forged it into a rounded over square. So that's not supposed to happen. So it's just, yeah, like rounded over square, or a rectangular prism really, rounded over corners. So the plan is let this cool off, and then I'm gonna scribe out where I want to start drifting the holes for this. But I think I'm gonna call it a night over here, and we'll start punching and drifting tomorrow. That'll be fun. And then when it goes like that, I'll just we're at a new location. We're over here at my buddy's house. We're gonna be forging over here since I don't want to annoy my neighbors with me pounding steel. I just have one that gets annoyed by me forging. So we're just gonna be over here drifting finishing up punching and drifting up the hole for this hammer. I mean, you can move it around, but basically what we're doing is we're stretching the material. Yeah, we're stretching it out. Yeah, so you can move it up and down. Nice. All right, take it off and hammer those flat. Perfect. Oh yeah, dude, worked like a charm. I'm just gonna knock those corners in a little. Our hammer, it's finally rough forged out. You have like a nice octagon-ish type shape. Yeah. Cheeks have been spread out just a little bit. The hole has been drifted all the way through. It is mostly centered all the way through. I was actually really surprised that I was able to punch and drip the hole so that it lined up perfectly on the other side. Or I forgot to use a center punch to punch a little hole for the hammer next time. But what we got is pretty good. I'm just gonna do some rough grinding when I get home. But I think we did a pretty good job. Face has been kind of cleaned up, just slightly radiused. Next I'll be doing some planishing work, trying to clean up these hammer marks out of here. I'm just gonna use the 4-pound hammer for that. Just take out the divots from the sledge and our improvised swage block. And then we'll throw our touch mark in and heat treat it. I got a nice dark bronze type color, little bits of purple peeking through, but I just arrested the temper, threw it in some water. I'm gonna have to clean up the eye just a little bit. For our handle, I have this nice little block of hickory, and the methods in which we're attaching the handle and the hammerhead together are not going to actually be traditional. Traditionally, carve the head, there's no taper in the eye and it's supposed to seat in, and you let the handle soak in water or oil and the wood will actually expand. But for this project, I'm going to be carving up the handle and getting it to fit in, and I'm just going to cut a little wedged out. We'll go from there. And I'll be doing a wire brush finish on this since I'm not really liking how it came out. So our Japanese sword smithing hammer has been completed. This is known as a Tedzuchi. I love this, but it didn't come out exactly how I was hoping for, but that's okay. This is my first ever hammer, so I guess I can't really complain. But it functions great, and I can't wait to use this on our Japanese sword build. I've been planning out this build since I was a kid, actually. Then when I became a knife maker and a bladesmith about 9 years ago, I figured, like, you know, I should definitely take on this project. And after 9 years, I think I'm finally ready. I think I have a good amount of experience and knowledge to be able to create my own Japanese sword. Granted, it's not going to be a true Nihonto. It's going to be styled and created as close as I can to one. Any expert can just look at it and be like, no. But this will be a good attempt for me. It's going to be a good personal challenge. Last January, I was supposed to work on one, but that had to go on pause due to customer orders. So I'm going to be doing this all in my off time. Now, I just wanted to give a couple people shout outs. Walter Sorrells, he's just been a phenomenal help for me. He's just been giving me information. I've bought almost all his DVDs to help guide me on how I should take on this project, and he knows the struggles that I've been going through with that. So thank you, Walter. Vermont Custom Ironworks, he does great work. You can find him on Instagram. He's given me sources on how I should create this hammer, and then he's also given me tips and tricks on how I can improve the next one. And Zane Bentley, he was my buddy. He was the one that helped hold the hammer while I forged it out, while I punched and drifted the hole, and he did a little bit of striking too. Thank you to all of you. You guys are just great. Next episode, you guys will be seeing me forge out the Tsunobe, which is the preform for the sword. I'm going to be enlisting the help of a couple people, just because it's a large project, and I'd like to get a couple guests on, and I'd like just a little bit help forging this project out. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next one. So take care and bye.